4 aggravating moments and 2 high points in episodes 9 to 10 of Love and Contract. 1. Aggravating. UMI Ho steamrolling over Sang-eun's wishes with UMI Ho's, Jin Kyung's, attempt to ingratiate Sang-eun into Ina group failing so spectacularly that Sang-eun could even be forced to leave the country. The schemer vows to secure Sang-eun a marriage into another conglomerate. Mi Ho is clearly doing this out of some form of affection for Sang-eun. But what's frightening is how she fails to realize that she's doing the same thing she did all those years ago, turning Sang-eun into a doll to use for everyone's pleasure but Sang-eun's. Mi Ho still sees Sang-eun as a failed project and truly believes that both her and Sang-eun's redemption can only be by recovering the position in society they should have had from the start. It's such a warped form of affection that it's no wonder that Sang-eun is just a tad narcissistic herself and sought out a profession where she allowed herself to be used in order to experience both happiness and monetary gain. But what's frightening is when Mi Ho puts together that Sang-eun is Hae-jin's mystery girlfriend and tells his parents as much. Suddenly, everyone is making long-lasting decisions that will alter the course of Sang-eun's life. And, of course, no one has bothered to tell Sang-eun. 2. Aggravating. Jung Ji-eun inserting herself into the triangle. I was hoping we wouldn't go this route with the ex-wife, but here we are. Jung Ji-eun, Lee Ju-bin, was the first woman Ji-ho loved and the first to break his heart when her ambitions pushed her to new heights of cruelty toward him. But 7 years later, she seems to have undergone a radical mental transformation and seems to believe, or wants to believe, that Ji-ho is still nursing affection for her. So when she unwittingly discovers that Sang-eun has a contract marriage with both Ji-ho and Hae-jin, she goes ballistic. In classic selfishness, she tries to twist that Ji-ho must be pining over her for him to have resorted to this while she was gone. The great thing about Ji-ho is that he shuts this down immediately and tells her point blank that he doesn't feel the need to explain his wife's profession and doesn't mind it. What a guy. Now, if only Sang-eun could do the same. High point, that kiss after almost 9 episodes of waffling. This kiss feels well earned, especially for Ji-ho. It's a sign of his growth that he finally stops overthinking everything and just goes for it, to amazing results. Sang-eun is over the moon afterwards, and they both cling to their phones upon getting home, trying to navigate this new air between them. Ji-ho, once again, takes the lead by suggesting that they meet after she's finished up with Hae-jin. It's a great move that not only demonstrates great willingness to understand her job and work around it but also definitive proof that he wants to go beyond their contract-mandated dates. They're so cute afterwards. They're so cute afterwards, attempting to go on a date while his colleagues try to force him into joining their drinking games without respecting their wishes. Ji-ho sneakily attempts to hold her hand, the closet romantic. And it's amazing to see how Sang-eun bolsters him at his job and ensures that he is able to maintain a collegial relationship. It's equally heartwarming to see that he would never put his job before her. But why does this week suffer from such an absence of heartwarming moments? Alas, it's because Hae-jin has other plans. 5. Aggravating. Hae-jin revealing Sang-eun's face without her consent. Hae-jin was doing so well. And he had managed to morph into a rather sympathetic character last week only to dash it all to the ground. Where to even start? To sneak up on Sang-eun wearing a motorcycle helmet after everything she went through? Really? Next, despite her clearly rejecting him and making it clear that she has no intention of returning to her old life, he keeps the truth from her, that everyone is planning their marriage. It's red flags all the way to infinity. He's too cowardly to tell her that his scheme has put her in jeopardy. So despite knowing that the paparazzi are stationed around his apartment, bonus high point, Kim Sung-mi, Bae Hae-sun, remains lovely as Ji-ho's only confidant and coach who has genuinely helped him understand his own feelings. She's evidently so proud of him when he admits that life without Sang-eun would be too horrible to imagine. Plus, she doesn't seem to mind Ji-ho seeking counseling at odd hours of the night. AKA when his mind is at its most discombobulated.